This is about walls. This is going to be mostly about walls, but also about a few not completely unrelated things. There are walls and there are metaphorical walls. Our president wants to build a wall. He says it will take care of not all of our problems, but some of them. It will be a cure, his wall, a real, tall, 3D wall. Many people strenuously object to that wall, for all sorts of reasons: cost, practicality, eyesore, eco-threat, tunnels, but most of all because they despise the man who wants to build it. To them, he is a wall. And because of this complete stalemate, our government, in part, has ceased to operate. It's been shut down. Congress and the President cannot agree on a budget that would keep it running. We are told that all non-essential government personnel are on a sort of temporary furlough, nearly 1 million of them. Some of them, like the TSA people in airports, are working now without pay. They don't like that, and they don't like being called non-essential. Who would? That non-essential is really a burner. It makes people like me wonder openly, if they are so non-essential, why do we need them at all? And people like me also wonder openly why we need a government at all. It may be shut down right now, but that doesn't seem to have any effect on me. The weather affects me, but the shut down government does not. This breach in funding for government employees suggests 2 states for them. One is when they are not working, or not supposed to be working, only they are, but for no pay. They know that pay will come eventually, probably with an apology and a bonus. The other state is when they are working and drawing a salary, and when that's the case, I would call that working government dysfunctional. It works as well as it can, but it doesn't really work very well. Families are said to be dysfunctional. So are governments. And the bigger they are, oh baby, from municipal to federal, the more dysfunctional they become. It is quite amazing to witness the dysfunction in operation. Metaphorically speaking, it's like a maze of walls. The other night, the president addressed the nation on TV, to his credit, briefly, about his wall. He loves that wall. He says we need that wall. When he was finished, the opposing party made its response. A man and a woman standing in a poorly lit hall backed by 6 flags. I think there is an amusement park called 6 Flags. They too spoke briefly. They let the nation know that they hated the wall. It was all quite a dysfunctional display. About walls. Hadrian had a wall. There was, even more famously, the Great Wall of China. Tourists visit them today. There was a notorious wall in Berlin, since torn down. Pink Floyd sang about a wall. Robert Frost lived in a part of the country with those beautiful sturdy stone walls, the result of clearing the land for farming. But he said, so notably, something there is that does not love a wall. As if it's not a conscious objection, but something inside, instinctively opposed to what Plato would call wallness. As Cole Porter wrote, don't fence me in, or out. A wall between nations seems to be the very sign and kernel of dysfunction. Something is not working, and so, if not to fix it, at least to stop it, as in Palestine, we build a wall. There are gated communities. Maybe we need more of them. I'm thinking about the wall around New York City and John Carpenter's Escape from New York. Maybe we should put walls around more of our cities. And after we build a wall on the southern border, shutting us off from Mexico, perhaps we should do the same in the north, wall ourselves off from Canada. It's crazy to think that a wall will take care of our problems. In itself, the wall would be a huge problem, a bad idea taken to a far extreme. Graffiti artists are the only ones I can think of who would benefit directly from such a wall. I think a wall will only deepen our woes, cause them to fester, get really ugly. Someone once told me about raising children. If you get to drawing a line, it's too late. You've already lost. The same is true, I think, for a wall. You start throwing up walls, you're telling everyone we failed. A wall is not a beginning, it's a dead end.